Who's ready for yoga? I'm ready for yoga. Hopefully you are too, but even if you're not, you're here. So it doesn't matter if you're ready, you're doing it, right? We do what we say what we mean. Shoulders back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Cat cow. By the way, I'm Elizabeth. See? Push, push, push. Open. And I'm glad you're here with me. Arms up. Deep breath. A little bit of a back bend here. Drop the shoulders. Pinkies toward the back of the room. Pretend like you got a grapefruit, right? Because what we want to do is this. Don't want to do that. Take care of the neck. Really, remember, think of your neck. Your head is a bowling ball on a broomstick. Take care of the neck. Good. Chin comes down now as we come through heart center. Reaching forward. First forward fold of the day. Oh, yeah. Take a moment there. Soften the forehead. One shoulder to the mat, the other shoulder, or one elbow to the mat. Elbow and shoulder, actually, I think we could say. Coming through center. Other elbow, shoulder toward the mat. Back to center. Reach, reach, reach. Oh, and walk it back up. Thank you, body. Arms up, deep breath. Exhale. Hand to opposite knee. Other hand behind you. Lift, lengthen, and twist. Again, the head follows the spine on this, right? It doesn't lead. The head follows the neck. Another deep breath, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Oh yeah, got something on that, huh? Good, gently back to center. Arms raised again, deep breath. Exhale, hand to opposite knee. And twist. Good. Deep breath. Lengthen. Exhale. Twist. I think of a corkscrew when I do this. I give my body a little visual there. Good. Bring it back to center gently. Cat-cow. And open. Good. And remember on the cat-cows, come to neutral. All is led from the pelvis, from the tailbone. So on my cat, I do an exterior pelvic tilt, right? I tilt my pelvis exteriorly and then anteriorly. Okay? Just good to remember that because we do a lot of that. All right, let's lay it down. Lay it down. Onto our backs, arms out, palms up, heels near the rear. Arms out, palms up to start. Good. Get that nice alignment there going in the spine. Drop the knees to one way, look the opposite way. Now, my knees are to the left. My right palm is up. I'm turning my left palm down. Soften wherever you need to soften. Just get a feel for your body here. Good. Hold the core. Bring the legs up. Now I turn my right palm down as my legs go to, now I turn my, right palm down as my legs go to the right and my left palm is up. Again, softening, looking over my right fingertips. Okay, now we're going to pick up the pace. Inhaling on the up, exhaling on the down, twisting the arms the opposite way. Here we go. Two more. Last one. Hold it here. Good. Turn both palms up. Deep breath. I'm going to move over a little bit. I think I'm a little too close there. Now I'm going to lift that top leg and let it go wherever it goes. Oh, yeah. If you can touch your leg somewhere, it's nice for the body. You know, it makes the body feel safe to have that touch. That proprioception is knowing where you are in space. So soften wherever you need to soften. Good, let that go. Help the leg or or just bring it back. Again, you might need to help it. I said for years I had to help it back. Good. Bring it back up to center. Align the spine. Deep breath. Exhale. Drop the legs the opposite way. So now I'm bringing my legs to the right. Good. Hold the core. Extend that top leg. Let it go. Wherever it goes. I'm going to use a block here. This is my new hippie hip. So I like to give it just a little bit of grace here. We're doing great, so why not just give it a moment? Because it's interesting that it's tight all along this side because everything's connected, right? The fascia, all that connective tissue. So just giving it a moment here. Good, I'm going to help that one back. Come up to center. Align the spine. Bring the legs out, wider than mat width. Flex the feet. Push the back, push the spine into the mat. Get that core turned on. Single joint motion in and out from the hips. In and out, in and out. Opening up, allowing the ultrasonic core to be reinvigorated, bringing the energy back to you, enlivening the joints. In and out, in and out. Again, this originates at the hip joint. Nothing else is moving. We do a couple single joint hip motions here. Right? The only joint that's really moving here is the hips. The knees and the ankles are just following. In and out for 4, 3. Keep that back in. Working the core here, right, as well. And there's 1. Good. Let it go. Now just take a moment. Close your eyes. Breathe into your hips. Just feel that. Yeah, they're more alive. They're enlivened. All right, bring the feet into hip width. Flex the feet. We're going to do our ankle rotations. If you want to do your wrists as well, do it. I'll do my best here. All right, here we go. Back into the mat, and it's rotate for 1. I can't. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other way for 7. Keep that back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let that go. Bring the legs up. Maybe a little side to side here. Hands come behind the knees. Do some spinal rolls. Tuck the chin. Remember, bowling ball on broomstick. Tuck the chin. Deep breath, and it's up and back. Couple spinal rolls. Last one. Stay up there. Good. And bring the hands behind you. Into our reverse tabletop. Let's get set up for that. Nice and solid on my feet. Shoulders feeling good. Maybe like Ivan, you have you're doing it on your fist. Maybe you're using blocks. I've never tried it with blocks. I don't know, but I know it's better for the shoulders. I'll try it today just so I can kind of have an opinion. I have an opinion. Always ask, I'll have an opinion. So now I have an opinion on blocks with reverse tabletop. Remember, on this one, we inhale on the exertion. So we inhale on the up. All right, here we go. Last one. All right, I felt that. I felt that in my shoulders a little more, not in a bad way. Let's roll them back. But I felt it a little more. Good cat-cow here. And we come to our belly for crickets. It doesn't take long to build up heat in this body. So we're on our belly. Our knees are bent. Our feet are flexed. Again, single joint motion. Hips. Single joint motion for the hips. Here we go. Flex the feet. And it's in and out. In and out. Opening as much as we can. Flick, 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 flick. Right? Giving all of our joints more flexibility. Lets us be more flexible. Right? Cognitively more flexible. Remember, no one gets to think your thoughts today but you. And why not make them good? 3, 2, 1. Good. Let that go. Bring it out. Just notice how it feels. All right, forehead to the mat, hands under shoulders. Deep breath, exhale, pushing my pelvis into the mat as I lift into cobra. Again, I don't use my hands until I can't do it myself anymore. So now I put my hands down, bring it up. My pelvis is still on the mat. My shoulders are away from my ears. Here I let it come up. I let my neck come up. It's not as long of a lever. Exhale, back into child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Oh, and I reach. Forehead to the mat, or maybe your forehead doesn't make it to the mat. Maybe you have a block under your forehead. For years, I would have the bolster or a block at my rear because of my hip. Right? Just depends upon you. Not doing me any good. Good. Bring the arms over to one side. Hand on hand. Feel that opening in the side body. Good. Gently walk the hands to the other side. Opening on the other side. Now, if any of this hurts, you don't do it. An ache or an opening, yes. But an ouch, we just say no to ouch. Reach, reach, reach. Hands under shoulders, come up to sitting on your heels. You're sitting on your knees, or no, your calves. Sitting on your heels we can do, that's a tough one. But it's a good one because it opens up all the fascia in the feet. So let's do that. Let's sit on our heels. So we're going to go from here. We're going to come up, tuck the toes, and sit back on our heels. When I do this, I try and put my mind on something else. So I like put my arms behind me and open. I'll give myself a hug. Try it. Put your mind on something else because this is intense. Open the arms. Give yourself a hug the other way. Good. Let that go. Come down into tabletop and then just tap the toes. You're going to want to tap the toes there, right? Lift the legs from the knee and circle the ankle. Circle them the other way. All right. Let's come right into our down dogs. We're set up for it, so why not? All right, I think I'll do a couple down dogs and then I'm going to move into dolphin. All right, so actually I'll start with dolphin just to be able to show you this. So I've got my elbows down, my hands, I do like this. You can interlace your fingers if you want. I do hand in hand. Deep breath, same thing, shoulders away from the ears, chin toward chest, and I push back as I straighten my legs. Dolphin pose. Putting a lot of the onus on my forearms and my elbows and pushing back my tailbone toward the sky. Good, now I'm going to bend the knees and come right back down. Now, if I want more, I'll come a little forward there so that I have to do a little bit of a high plank. I'm not going to do that as much as I usually do because, like I said, I'm protecting my shoulder. All right, let's do another one like that. Do it this way now. Toes tucked, chin to chest, deep breath, shoulders away from ears, elbows under shoulders, exhale, and dolphin. Pushing the ground away, tailbone toward the sky and behind me, knees straight. For me, for you they might not be. Good, coming back down. Now I'm going to come into a down dog. Hands under shoulders. Eyes and the elbows toward the front of the room. Shoulders away from ears. Tucking the toes. Deep breath. Pushing back. Bending the knees and straightening the knees for me. Your knees might not be straight. Chin to chest. Looking behind my feet. Behind the back of my mat. Having a nice, Bridges.Academy, good gaze there. Good, a lot of weight on the outside of the hands. Oh, this feels so good. Good, now I'm just going to drop my knees. I'm not going to come into a high plank here. Just drop them down. You can come into a high plank. Like I said, I'm protecting my shoulders these days. Exhale, back again. Back again. Foot toward the center of the mat. Other leg raises, opening the hip. Open, open, open. Little circle with the ankle. Good, foot meets foot. Other foot to the middle, raising the other leg, opening, couple circles. Foot meets foot, down dog, and tabletop. Good, I'll do it this way now. So you guys can see everything. Eyes at the elbows, forward. See that difference? Deep breath, shoulders away from ears and pushing it back. Weight on the outside of the hands, pushing the mat away with the hands, with the feet, tailbone toward the sky, heels toward the mat if possible, squeezing my knees up toward my hips so that I'm engaging my quadriceps as well. Good, now if I wanted to do a high plank, I'd come way, way forward and then drop my knees. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to come forward and drop the knees. All right, let's do it again. 2 more. Push it back. Down dog. Up on the toes. Heels toward the mat. Squeezing the knees up toward the hips. Last one. Eyes at the elbows. Fingers open, 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 nice and wide. Shoulders away from ears, pushing down, engaging the muscles, tucking the toes, push back, and then I straighten my knees. Squeezing the knees up toward the hips, flat back. Don't care what you're doing with your knees, they can be bent. I just want that back flat. Then heels toward the mat for 10. If your knees are straight, if your knees aren't straight, don't worry about it. You'll get there or you won't. Maybe another life, my teacher used to say. All right, bring it forward. Come down. Good, sit on your calves. Shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's turn on our core. Remember, you can do that many ways. You can stand up if you want and push against something. You can grab a bolster. I like this because it gives me something to go against and push, push. Feel that, push. Even with one hand, you can feel it as you push. Feel that core turn on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. My core is on. Standing on my knees, please. I am going to place 1 foot forward. Good. Ground. Bring it all down, Elizabeth. Root down and rise up. All right, arms out, deep breath, and I lift. Like I said, the lifting's the hardest part. And then the waiting for the 40 seconds to be over. My back toe tops are down. Try not to put a lot of onus on my quadricep because in the beginning I was doing that and oh my God, that was intense for my poor quad. It's too much. But with the core on, this feels more peaceful. It just feels so much easier. And then I imagine my grounding cord rooting in. That really helps. I'm also, as I'm doing this, building hip flexor strength. Among other things, there's 40 seconds. All right, other side, here we go. Oops, place it, Elizabeth, place it. Arms out, palms up, grounded, and I lift. Turn on the core. Kind of rushed that one because of the clock. Just easier for me to keep track if I do it at a 10 after or a 20 up. Core, honey, core, core. That's right, core. And speak kindly to ourselves. Like we would to that precious puppy or kitty or little baby. 5 more seconds, you're doing great. And there's 40. Good. All right, roll it back. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you want, you can have your blocks here. I say this all the time, but I never show it. So I've got my blocks here. I'm going to come up on my toes and come into a squat. It's so much easier that way. I don't have to use as much strength, right? Because I bring the ground toward me. I like that. Hands to the outside of the knees. Push. Inside, push. Now we're going to come up to a ragdoll. Again, if you want to use your blocks, bring the floor towards you. Come forward. Now notice when I come here, I bring my heels out. Whenever I'm forward folding, I have my hips out a little bit. Hold on to the elbows. Shoulder to hip. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Pretend like your head's a piece of spaghetti and just circle. 2, 3, 4. Other side. Circle. 2, 3, 4. Ungrip the toes. Push down through the feet. Push down and lift up. Lift up. Extend a mountain pose on your toes. Nice. I'm a little decapitated there. I'm going to see if I can fix this without messing everything up. All right. There we go. So from here, let's turn on the brain. We're going hand to knee. This is working the hip flexors, right? Then when we go elbow to knee, we work the erector spinae, the long, thin muscles that are in the back. 2, 1, then we go heel to hand. Turning on that brain, heel to hand. On this one, remember, I want to go like this, but I'm not. Holding my core. Good, and then from here, basketball. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you, body. Let's do a couple of these little weird things. Okay. All right, the brain's turned on. We're good to go. We're going to go into balance. I want to let you know, for airplane, warrior 3, if you want, use a wall, use a chair, all right? So you can use a wall sideways if you want. You can use a wall and come into it this way, all right? We're getting the body used to what it is. It doesn't have to be exactly as I do it. Give yourself some help. We're using the blocks these days. I think I'll just leave them in my hands so they'll be right in position when I come down, all right? So root down, rise up. Put all the weight in one foot. Find your spot that you're gonna focus on that one spot. A little bit in front of you and on the ground. All right, here we go. Bring that one foot back. Flex the foot. Come forward, keeping the arms in line with the torso. Warrior 3, airplane. Arms are alive. Good, now if you want, come down to the blocks. If you want, make them a little shorter. Again, doing my best to keep my back straight, not bending over. Ungrip the toes. Good, now here's the part that I think is just so good for building muscle. From here we come back, hold the core, come back. My new hip doesn't love that. Well, the muscles don't love it because they've been offline. So this is a good one for me. All right, other side. All the weight's in the other leg now. Finding my gaze. Grounding. Core on and forward. Flexed foot. One spot. Arms alive. Then I come down. That was not as gentle as I would have liked. Bring these down a little more. Holding the core. I'm going to put a slight bend in my knee as I come back up slowly. Can you feel that in all of these supporting muscles? Oh my gosh. All right, we got that down. All right, let's take a pile of stinky. What's the stinky? It's time to make some compost here. Whatever your stinky is today, put it there. Put her there, put her there. Could be a past, could be a person, could be something that happened, could be something you're afraid of. It's a stinky. Let's let it go. Wood chops. Hands over, and again, it's a back bend here, right? We did a little back bend, and we come forward with a ha, ha. Use that power, right? Chop it up. Here we go. Ha, 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 ha. Last one. Ha. Let it go, let it go. All right. felt good. All right, let's do the other stinky, whatever's on your cloud. The hey, hey. Get off of my cloud. And that's where we go over, under, over, and come up on our toes with hey. All right? So what is, we're like, hey, get out of here. Hey, I'm done with you. Hey, that's over. Right? Only you get to pick your thoughts. What is it? Don't think it anymore. Let's hey it out of here. All right? Here we go. Hey. 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 Last one. Hey. And let it go. Yeah. Whew, letting our energy potentiate with source. All right, what's next? Gallbladder, liver. What is just like the gall, or where are you not letting yourself have life's richness? All right, this is where we interlace the thumbs. Our shoulders are nice and open. Come behind, interlace the thumbs. We're going to come forward with a ha. All right, 7 of these. Again, a little back bend here. Tuck the chin. Got that grapefruit. Knees are slightly bent. Deep breath. Ha. 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 2 more. Ha. Last one. Ha. And up. All right, let that go. Come into goddess pose. Feet out an angle. Knees over heels. Tall in the spine. Aligned with the divine. Imagine that there's a little pool coming up from the, I always think of a Christmas tree ornament, right? Coming up. I want to be like this, but I'm not. Hands to thighs. Twist. Look the opposite way. Oh, yeah. Through center. Twist. Look the opposite way. Here we go. Ha. 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 Hold it here, straighten the opposite knee. Give it a little twist. Through center, both knees bent. Straighten the opposite knee. Little twist. Back to center. Straighten the spine. Pull the heels in toward each other for 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the knees. Squeeze them up toward the hips. Heel toe the feet together. Shake it off. All right, let's do our I ams. I am. Hands at heart. I am. A little bit of a back bend. You know this whole drill. I just opened my feet a little bit. Exhale. Peace. Backs of the hands together. I am. Joy. Let's do the same one. Let's do the same one, whatever it is for you. I am. Joy. I am. Joy. I am. Joy. 2 more. I am. Joy. Last one. I am. Bring it up. Hands to heart. Joy. All right. Here we go. Rotations. Hand to under the shoulder, right where the lymphatic system drains. Remember, we talked before about how the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. The heart has, the circulatory system has a pump. It has the heart. The lymphatic system doesn't. So this helps the lymph system. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Couple shoulder rolls. Come to the front of the mat. Open your toes. Hands at heart. Deep breath in, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold, hands to mat, feet to the back, downward facing dog. Exhale, come forward, high plank. Knees to mat, low plank. Elbows toward hips, chaturanga down, up into cobra. And back to laying on your left side. Your left hand under and at the base of your skull. Your right hand over and at the base of your spine. Breathing in the clearest, finest, most refined air from the room around you. Thank you, body. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing everything that I asked you to do to the very best of your ability. Making your way up to seated, comfortable seated position, hands at heart. We'll chant Om together one time, sending this out into our day to everyone that we're coming in contact with, whether it's personally or online, on the phone, on the freeway, on the street, whatever. Let's send this out. Exhale completely. Deep breath in. Hands at prayer to forehead center, the sixth chakra. May you see joy and beauty in absolutely everything today, sweetheart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. And hopefully Ivan will feel fully recovered and be joining us as well. But if not, please send him healing, blessings, and lots of love. Because he's lovable. See you tomorrow.